Air signs, welcome. This is your monthly outlook for May. So what's happening in May for air signs? I'm going to do 4 readings for the elements. And so this is for air. So that will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. To say, in the interest of saving time, I have already shuffled and laid out the cards. So let's go ahead and get started. So your current energy, for your current energy, air signs, we have the Knight of Cups. So what that tells me, that you're in a place in your life where you're moving forward, in love. You're sensitive. I would just say like an open, loving person, whether this is in a relationship or just kind of your, MO, who you are. For this whole row, we do have an overarching energy of the Taurus card, trust, patience, and sensuality. So that's an overarching energy for this row. So we show you, pardon me, we have you showing up as, someone who's moving forward in their life with love. For goals and aspirations, we have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands to me is like the, soulmate marriage card. It also is about celebration. So it appears to me that you are looking for, I would say love, because the first 2 cards are really kind of about you. I was just taking a look through the other cards, and how many other cups do we have, but this whole row is just all about, just love and sweetness. I would venture to say, air signs, that you are you're open up to love, and with your overall Taurus sign, you're starting to trust more and have patience in relationships. So I do see you leading your life, available and open to love. I think maybe you've done some work about your relationship with love. Who hasn't been through 1 or 2 or more relationships that maybe didn't work out? But it appears to me that you have done the work, because you do have the trust and the patience. So I think you're going through life open to love, and I do believe that it is a goal or an aspiration for you to either marry or move to the next level with the person that you have identified as your soulmate, or wanting to meet your soulmate. The message that we have from Spirit is basically, I think, keep on with your lightness. This shows that you have a very enlightened attitude, and very sunny disposition. And I would say that this is just good tidings, that if you move forward in love, that you will do well in life, and also with your goal of finding your soulmate, or moving the relationship with your soulmate to the next level. So that's what I see, air signs. Again, whether you found this person or not, good tidings. If you haven't found them, if you have not found them yet, you are in a good spot to find them. And it's just the time is right. The tidings are good. So there's that. Now in the next row, the overarching card that we have is Hurt and Heal. It's Chiron. Chiron, I think, the wounded healer. So it's all about healing the past and any hurts that you have gone through. And so I believe that you have been going through an emotional transition, air signs. Either, I really do, and it's so funny because usually you kind of go past, present, future, but I think that we're seeing the current, present and future here. And I think you've gone through a transition. I think that you were, and it's interesting, okay, because this is swords and you are air, yes. I think, air signs, that you were experiencing hurt, the hurt of, childhood trauma, bullying, maybe parents making a few mistakes, whatever that is, or just, negative experiences from relationships. And I think due to that pain that you really had to work. You had to work to transition yourself from a scared, fearful, nervous, anxious person as it relates to love. And really shine the light on what it was that you wanted. You realized that you could no longer live in fear and disillusionment. You really, I would venture to say that in the past, at some point, and it could be the recent past, you really had a negative outlook and you were very anxious. You either got out of a negative relationship that you were finally able to see the light and you transitioned out of that relationship, and or you were able to really kind of change your outlook on relationships and, work on yourself and be able to, trust again. And that's where you're at right now. Also, as far as opportunities go, the overarching energy that we have for opportunities are transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. And I love that because we have a transformation card, and your karma is changing. You have transformed your life of one from eight of swords and moon to the sun. So you definitely have. You've transformed your hurt into health, into trust and love. Okay? And so you've had the opportunity for growth and learning. In fact, what this card tells me, the Five of Wands tells me, is that you used the negative experiences that you had as a training, a life training, a relationship training. And so you said, I can be negative, I can be scared, I can stay trapped up in my head, I can decide that people suck and I'll never be in a relationship again, or I can use all of this as lessons. And that is what you chose to do. You decided to go to the school of life, and you decided to use whatever hurts that you went through as lessons on how to do things better, on what not to do. And your challenge, it really was hard for you, air signs, to not be hurt, to not come from heartbreak, because your heart was broken. I mean, you went through quite a few negative experiences, enough to really turn you into a very anxious person who didn't trust much and who didn't have much faith in people or love. But by facing these fears, facing the fears and working through the process, you're able to make this transformation, leave the negative karma behind, and move forward in a new and trusting way. Now, I see your ultimate goal here. And air signs, this may not be for all of you, it may only be for some of you. But we can interpret this Four of Wands a couple of different ways. This can be love of self, celebration of coming from a place of love, being able to walk in love and come from the beautiful, like, naivete that comes from love of life, joie de vivre. And so this may be a relationship with yourself that you've worked on. I hate it when I do that. Self-love, self-growth. Changing your perspective from someone who didn't want to see the truth and couldn't deal with life to someone who wakes up every morning and chooses to be happy and to participate and to look on the bright side. And I think you've made that decision. Now, does that mean that bad things will never happen to you again, and you'll never have bad experiences and you won't have down days? Does this mean you're going to be, Mary or Mark Sunshine, constantly walking around on air? Well, that would be cool. But, I don't see that. I see you attending the school of life, and I think you'll always attend the school of life. But the cool part is you don't let it beat you down. You use any negative experiences that you have as a lesson, a way to learn and to transform the negativity into positivity. So I see you really doing like a 180 as far as stopping being a victim and starting to take responsibility for your life, taking off the rose-colored glasses and really seeing things for how they are. Now, for the outcome, I see the star. And the star is about continued hope, serenity, inspiration. It's about your dream come true. So air signs, whatever your dream was, you have transformed yourself, you've changed your karma, you've faced your fears and your negative legacies. Perhaps you had negative connotations with relationships due to, what you've seen in your past from your parents. But you are the one who has broken that karmic cycle. Or you are doing that. And your dream will come through. And it looks to me, so this is the outcome, the star, which is a dream come true, a wish come true. And this is the card of your goals and aspirations. So we have the Four of Wands next to the Sun, which is love, 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 celebration. Again, whether it's self-love, love of someone else. I do call this the 1111 marriage card. So whether your dream is to love someone else, you still had to learn how to love yourself and go through this process. And so what I'm seeing here with the star is that your dream will come true. Your dream is coming true. So, will all this happen in May? And, you'll wake up and you'll have an epiphany, and you'll one morning wake up and everything will have transitioned and everything's healed, and you now trust people again and you faced all your fears. Well, I don't know. I don't think so, because life isn't like a 30-minute TV show or even an hour-long TV show. This will definitely be a process, air signs. But I would venture to say that with you showing up in the very beginning, open to love. Now, you're not the King of Cups, you're not the Queen of Cups, you're the Knight of Cups. But I do see you already having done some work and even caring and wishing and wanting for love again. When you were here, you didn't even really know what love was. It was challenging for you not to, have a heartbreak with every relationship that you had. I think because of past hurts, you were like coming from hurt. But air signs, I do see some event occurring, or you having some type of epiphany, whether it was in the recent past or whether it will happen in May. But I see you going through this beautiful transition. I see you letting go of the hurt, letting go of the negative aspects, the negative mindset. I see you transforming. I see you being able to trust and have patience. I see you changing your outlook for love. And I see that bringing in love. I see your dream coming true. So whatever stage you are at, air signs, in May, it looks like you have a beautiful healing, growing, loving, learning process in front of you. And I think that's beautiful, because some people stay stuck in bad relationships with themselves, with other people, within their mind, like negativity. Some people stay in bad relationships with others. Some people hate everybody. So I feel some days. But, seriously, some people are just not happy people. But I see you really doing the work, air signs. Really doing the work to make changes. And I see it happening. Beautiful. So this is what I have for you, air signs. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.